So for those of you who are on the day trading desk with us, you watched me do this, and I'm going to share with everybody today the money that we're making on Cleveland Cliffs, okay, and U.S. Steel, because this is a part of how we day trade, and we use these day trading techniques. Let me look at you when I explain this. The ARMR Pro Live Trading Desk is not just to day trade. It's for me to share with you how I execute, okay? And some of the trades are pure day trades. Other times I'm using day trading techniques to get into investing positions early, right? So if I'm working with an account that's willing to trade more aggressively, I could buy things in the morning. And if we get the entry right and it skyrockets, we're in. Investing portfolios that are more conservative, I might wait till the close of the day, right? Because I want to make sure the stock is closing strong before I, let's say, because I don't want to overtrade, right? Because a conservative account doesn't trade that aggressively. Well, guess what? Some of those accounts are going to miss cliffs because it's up so much now. There's no way I'm going to pay up for it. Okay. So ideally, in my world, the only way to invest is what I revealed to you on the live trading desk. For all of my capital, this is how I invest. Okay. And I'm going to show you what I do. So we already had cliffs on the at the top of the whiteboard. Let's all give a round of applause to the Silver Fox for reminding us yesterday in the Slack room. And I say we are an army of analysts. This is a perfect example. He reminded us in the Slack room of the dramatic fundamentals that should be hitting the steel stocks. Okay. And so what happened a couple days ago is we took quick profits off the table in cliffs. It ran up, it kind of meandered back down. I said, I'm going to book some profits here. The very next day, it was touched the 50-day moving average and closed higher. And Silver Fox said, don't forget the fundamentals here are explosive. I said, okay. We talked about it yesterday at the close. I said, okay, we're going to look to day trade these tomorrow morning. And if we get it right and they respond, we'll add them back to the account. This is an army of analysts followed up by a tank division of algorithms. This is the exact example of the ARMR investing way and how we run money together as a family. Okay. So we got that set up this morning. And what did we do with cliffs? So it gapped up this morning. I didn't buy the gap up. Okay. We waited. So we waited for it to come down and close the gap in this case, which it did. And then it set up a double bottom at the ATR low of the day. This is a teal colored line here, which is the ARMR average true range low of the day. That is the risk reward entry point right there. The reward is worth the risk. As you can see, the reward's enormous. And what was the risk I was taking? We were literally buying this bar right here at 1045. All right. So if it took out the low right here, which would have been $20.54. There's no big deal. I think we paid, what was the high here? $20.68. I think we were paying 68, 69, 70 cents. So the risk was minimal, right? Double bottom at the ATR, minimal risk, massive upside potential, skyrocketing all day. Okay. For our day trade pure only accounts, normally we book some profit at the ATR high. But as I mentioned to you today, I said, no, we're not going to book anything here. We're just going to raise our stop. Once we went above the ATR high, all we did was raise our stop today below that bar. And it never challenged the raised stop. And then I ended up booking some profits for pure day trade right here on that massive reversal bar right there. But for our investing portfolio, we're not selling a share and the thing's up huge and we're carrying this overnight. Okay. So there's a perfect example of the ARMR investing way. Build your whiteboard, do the fundamental analysis. We're an army of analysts together, covering as much as we can. We use the ARMR algos to execute. Boom, we got a position on. All right. And now we take a look at X. We did the same exact thing in X, although it's not up as much. X is the same situation. Here's prior day's VWAP, rallied up, then it reversed. We waited for it to close the VWAP gap, which it did, set up a double bottom. And in this case, we bought the move above the VWAP, top day VWAP right here. See that? And the same thing has happened. It's just run right up here. The ATR high is right here. You know, if you're a day trader, you're booking some profits right there. Okay. But this is a position now that's in our portfolio. We're going to carry it overnight. All right. So that's how we use the ARMR algorithms from a day trading standpoint to help us invest, because it feels so much nicer to hold a position overnight when you're up big already. There's your cushion. Now I'm playing with the house's money. Worst case scenario, it comes back to where I bought it, I can get out. Break even, no harm, no foul. But if this is the right entry point and the thing just goes, we just picked it off clean. Okay, so there's an example of how we use day trading techniques to help the investor. All right.